So, good morning students. Myself Dr. Vishwas Grover, Assistant Professor, Ajay Kumar Garg Engineering College. Okay. So, we were discussing the typical duties of a welding inspector. Okay, typical duties of a welding inspector, like this is the after welding. We were discussing this from the first chapter, that is the introduction with the NDT, and we were discussing in the last lecture the typical duties of the welding inspector, and we end up with that. And now we will continue in after welding, that is the weld identification. It is identified, numbered as required, and is marked with the welder identity. Okay. And then visual inspection is like, and it ensure weld is suitable for all NDT. Okay, it ensure weld is suitable for all NDT, and visually inspect and sentence to code the requirements. Okay. And then dimensional survey is like, it ensure the dimensions comply with code, drawing and other NDT. Dimensional surveys are like, it ensure dimensions comply with code and drawing. And then other NDTs are like, it ensure all entity is completed and reports are available. Okay. Then repairs are like, monitor the repairs to ensure the compliance with procedure, ensure NDT after repairs is completed. Okay. And in repairs, that is the PWST, and then the in repairs, like for monitor for compliance with procedure and check charts records confirms the procedure compliance. Then pressure or load test, it ensures the test equipment is suitably calibrated. Okay, it is for to test the ensure the test equipment is suitably calibrated. Monitor to ensure the compliance with procedure, ensure all the records are available. Okay. Then typical duties of a weld inspector are like, after welding is like documentation is like, ensure any modifications are on as built drawings. Okay. Ensure all required documents are available. Collate file documents for manufacturing records. Okay. And then sign our documentation and forward it to QC department. Then next is the summary of duties. Is like, it is the duty of a welding inspector to ensure all the welding and associated actions are carried out in accordance with the specification and applicable procedure. Okay. And applicable procedure. A welding inspector must observe all the relevant actions related to weld quality throughout the procedure. Okay. Then record or log all the procedures, inspections, points relevant to quality, including a final report showing all the identified imperfections. Then compare is like to compare all the recorded information with the acceptance criteria and any other relevant clauses in the applied application standard. Okay. So these are the welding testing equipments, like these are the videoscopes, advanced videoscope, boroscopes, microscopes and magnifying glasses. These are the visual testing equipments. Then these are the common discontinuities. Common discontinuities are like for the lack of fusion. Lack of fusion is there in this, and undercut, lack of fusion, undercutting, pinholes, cracking, misalignment. Okay, these are the different. Here we can see that like this is the slag which is formed. Slag porosity is there, toy crack is there. Okay, toy crack is there, hot soil is there, undercut is there, and hot tears. Hot tears are there, and laser beam tears are there, and underbead cracking is there. Okay, misalignment, gas inclusions, porosity, crater overlap, lamellar tearing, reheat cracking, root and toy crack. Root and toy crack. These are the common discontinuities: lack of fusion, undercutting, pinholes, cracking, misalignment, gas inclusions, porosity, craters overlap, lamellar tearing, reheat cracking, root and toy crack. Then next is the what is the visual testing. Visual testing is like a non-destructive examination method used to evaluate an item by observation, and it is used to determine the surface condition of an article, and alignment of mating surfaces, compliance with physical requirements, dimensions, settings, etc. Then usually the first method employed for locating suspected defects. Okay, usually the first method employed for locating the suspected defects. Also the oldest and the most commonly used NDT method. Okay, is also the oldest and the most commonly used NDT methods. Now visual inspection is differentiated in ways, that is the aided versus unaided. Okay, aided versus unaided, direct versus remote, and manual versus automated. Then visual inspection is differentiated in many ways, like aided versus unaided, direct versus remote, manual versus automated. Then aided and unaided visual inspection. Aided and unaided visual inspection are like, aided visual testing is like for inspection with use of any optical or mechanical instruments. Okay, optical aids such as microscopes, borescope, fibroscopes, and video cameras, etc. And then mechanical aids are such as micrometers, calipers, depth gauges, thread pitch gauges, filler gauges, and weld gauges. Okay, filler gauges and weld gauges. Unaided visual testings are like inspection without the use of any optical or mechanical instruments. Okay, inspection without the use of any optical or mechanical instruments. Then direct and remote visual inspection. Direct visual testings are like, many courts refer to direct visual examinations as a visual inspection which requires that access to the area is sufficient to place the eye within the 24 inch of the surface to be examined, and at an angle of not less than 30 degree to that of the surface. Okay, if these requirements cannot be met, then remote visual inspection may be used. Then remote visual testings are like, remote visual inspection may be accomplished with the use of a number of optical aids such as mirrors, magnifiers, and rigid or flexible borescopes. Then next is the manual visual testing, that is the human eye. The majority of visual inspections are completed by an inspector. The primary advantage of an inspector is that ability to quickly adapt to a variety of lighting and other non-typical conditions, and their ability to use the other senses. Automatic visual inspection, that is the machine vision. The majority of the visual inspections are completed by machines, the machine vision is becoming more common. Machine vision is becoming more common. The primary advantage of a machine vision inspection system is their ability to make very consistent and rapid inspection of specific details of a component. Machine vision is primarily used in production application where a large number of components require inspection and the inspection conditions. Now the vision, the eye. The human eye is most valuable NDT tool. Okay, the sensitivity of the human eye varies according to the light source. Sensitivity of the human eye varies according to the light source. Okay, then human eye has an excellent visual perception. Human eye has an excellent visual perception, and then yellow green light of wavelength 5560 degree angstrom is the most suitable light for human eye at a normal condition. Must also pass annual eye exams for, that is the near vision acuity, that is the sharpness of vision, and Jaeger chart. Okay, vision acuity is the Jaeger chart. Far vision acuity, that is the Snehal chart. Color vision, that is the Ishihara. Okay, then lighting and lighting source. The amount of light is depend up on the type of a test. For an appropriate visual inspection, suitable lighting of about 800 to 1000 lux. The major lighting sources are like incandescent lamp, fluorescent lamp, and high intensity discharge lamp. These are the lighting and lighting source. Then special lightings are like for backlighting, front lighting, structured lighting, ultraviolet lighting. Okay, then affecting the quality of the test. The quality of an inspection are affected primarily by 4 factors: the quality of the detector, that is the eye or the camera, the lighting conditions, the capability to process the visual data, the level of training and the attention to the detail. Then materials factors that affect the visual testings are like surface condition, cleanliness, color texture. Okay, physical conditions are like for specimen, condition, shape and size, temperature. Okay, then environmental factors are like atmosphere, cleanliness, humidity and temperature, safety. And psychological factors are like physical comfort, health, mental attitude, fatigue and test, and item position. Okay, then application of visual inspection, like it is used to inspect whether there is a misalignment of parts in the equipment. It checks for the corrosion, erosion, cracks and deformities of the machine components. Then it inspects the plant components for any leakage or abnormal operation. It inspects the plant components for any leakage or abnormal operations. Then it is used to identify the defects in weldments. Then next, the limitation of the visual inspections are like can identify only large discontinuities, limited to surface discontinuities, skilled labor requires, result depend on the eye resolution of the inspector, and it may cause eye fatigue to the inspector. Okay, then next, tools used in visual inspections are like mirrors, magnifying glasses, microscopes, borescopes, endoscopes, flexible fibers, closed circuit television systems, computer enhanced systems. These are the tools used in the visual inspections. Then codes and standard bodies. Okay, so there are some American Society for Non-Destructive Testing, and there are some codes for that. For a particular guidelines like that is called as the ASTM standards. Okay, like this first code is like ASTM E709 standard guide for magnetic particle testing. Okay, ASTM E144, that is the standard practice for magnetic particle testing. Okay, ASTM E165 is standard practice for liquid penetrant examination for general industry. Okay, ASTM E1417, that is the standard practice for liquid penetrant testing. So these are some certain standard codes or standard bodies. Okay, then American Society of Mechanical Engineers, then American Petroleum Institute, then American Welding Society is there. Then American Welding Society is a non-profitable organization with the goal of advancing the science, technology and application of welding and related joining disciplines. AWS provides the certification programs for the welding inspectors, supervisors, educators, etc. and publishes multiple standards, many of which contains the procedure for the application of non-destructive testing methods and the techniques above and beyond the visual inspection. A few of their standards are listed here. Okay, so this was all about this introduction or the introduction of this NDT. So this was all about that. Thank you so much.